It's like, as far as I know, I've gone everywhere.
Your worship.
He likes them. Truly?
Very much, Lady Ambassador.
It's just butter and sugar. Ferelden taste is so simple.
Anything here? Nope. Alright, I think it's actually time to go to the deep roads at this point. Wait a second. 30. I think it's the cheapest thing at this point, as far as power goes. That requires level 20, which I'm not yet. Yeah. Disaster in the deep roads. It's time to go down to Orzammar and help the dwarves. The Inquisition has received an urgent request for aid from Orzammar. The subterranean earthquake has collapsed one of their Lyrium mines and endangered several others. Even worse, tunnel seals preventing darkspawn from overrunning the dwarven-occupied deep roads have crumbled, allowing hordes of the enemy to invade. Fuck. Orzammar is a key provider of the Inquisition's lyrium supplies, and as such, its security is a top priority. The earthquake opened a fissure in the Storm Coast Mountains, granting direct access from the surface to the threatened region underground. Constructing a mining lift at the fissure site will permit the Inquisition to transport forces directly where darkspawn fighting is fiercest. Doesn't really matter. Construction team arrived in the Storm Coast Mountains and set up a mining lift to transport Inquisition forces from the earthquake fissures opening down into the deep roads. Report by messenger bird Inquisitor. The mining lift in the Storm Coast Mountains will be finished by the time you get here. Anyone going into the deep roads should dress accordingly. Don't skimp on the armor and bring the best weapons in Skyhold's arsenal. I also recommend packing plenty of dry rations. Most of the things down here will be looking to eat the Inquisition, not the other way around. Okay. Let's gather it up. Alright, mage-wise, let's see, Varric definitely. Blackwall? And as far as mage goes, I don't know that it really matters. So I'm going to go with my friend Dorian. And while it loads, I'm going to take a bite of sandwich.
Inquisitor. The workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
So you haven't seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
From your tone, I guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. Cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you.
It really is too bad how isolated the dwarves are. I like dwarves. Usually are my favorite of fantasy
Try not to
races.
shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King? Really?
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the deep roads.
Is it me, or is this the slowest lift ever constructed?
It's better than climbing down.
I could do with some music. Something with a flute.
Always wondered if I'd die down here.
You're not dead yet.
The day's just starting.
Magar, Nalfric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaperate welcomes you to the deep roads.
What does a Shaper do, exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in Lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Gotta love real dwarves.
That's terrible.
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight Darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause, and celebrate their own funerals before entering the deep roads.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Wow.
Keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
Alright. Spindle weed. Love making those healing bombs.
An ogre!
An ogre.
Stay clear of its
Yeah.
reach!
It's not
Or,
got us! Now's the time to attack! Right now!
I've used an ability to stun, knock back, or knock down. Wow, this thing has a ridiculous amount of health. And they're
Now! While it's distracted!
what? Distracted. He's got more health than a tank.
Now! While it's distracted! Right now! It's not focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
Barrett, you're not doing. Okay.
Now! While it's distracted!
Good time. Alright, thank you, Della. Thank you for the raid. And, stay awesome. Good night. This is just kind
It's
of
not
ridiculous.
focused on us. Now's the time to attack.
I hope I don't have to fight more than one of these things. Jesus.
Now, while it's distracted.
You have my captain.
Damn.
If I lost you, I'd never make it out of the deep roads.
I'm sure you would find a way. If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Cool stuff. Honestly, I really hope that was a boss. That thing was just like an entire
I will never get
truck
used to
full
the stench of darkspawn.
of
They corrupt everything, even the air.
Okay. I don't think I was supposed to go that way. But, you know, just exploring. Yeah, wasn't supposed to go this way either.
That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Uh-oh.
Get those sergeants in the tunnels!
Oh shit. We have a cancel. We have two.
Someone prime the sonic fuses!
We can't move. Position. Hurry!
With those bastards breathing down our necks!
Clear out the dark spawn. Now, set the charges!
They're set. Run your asses. And now let's make camp.
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that.
Snake.
Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
Snake. I think that's David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake. Sounds like him.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thedas to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the Darkspawn. Ren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
The Legion of the Dead has the Inquisition's full support.
That's the best news I've heard since the quakes began. Actually, the only good news.
Take cover!
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
If something is causing them, the strength required would be incredible. What could do that?
Here we go.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity. But now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away. And there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Ren hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense. And Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong, and we return that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
Dangerous, then. But a magic unique to the deep roads might be worth investigating.
True.
I'm here to stop earthquakes from destroying the mines. I don't care what's causing them.
A man of action. Good. For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Deep Roads Expedition Table. Use the Expedition Table to complete unique Inquisition operations called expeditions found in the area of the Deep Roads. Expeditions do not appear on the War Table in Skyhold. Oh. That's interesting. Alright. Legion camp improvements. Absolutely. Yeah. Need to actually have like a proper, you know, proper encampment. Make a small fortress if possible. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Don't have a ton of money right now, but this is good. This is good. Okay, we got rest. Equipping potions. Inspect requisitions, in which I still cannot do anything about that. Craft weapons, craft armor.
The Legion is honored by your presence, Inquisitor.
Indeed. Alright, well, take the lift into the deep roads. Why would I